Welcome back to Living Local. Since 2008, Honor Flight of the Quad Cities has taken more than 6,000 veterans to see memorials honoring their service.
And most of those veterans served World War II, Korea, or Vietnam. Now the organization is expanding its mission. And here to tell us more is Honor Flight Hub Director Steve Garrington. Hey man, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Good to be here.
It is a pleasure to see you
Yes.
again. I got to meet you a couple months back over at Circuit 21. Tell us a little bit about your history in the service and what you've done. You've done quite a bit.
Well, I've had 26 years in the service and done active duty and National Guard and reserve time. And while I was in the National Guard, I also was a school teacher here in Scott County. And so I got to be into volunteer. And when I retired, I still needed to volunteer. So that first came the Salvation Army, and then the Honor Flight came about. So I just kept volunteering and kept volunteering. I think my wife wanted me out of the house, is what I.
No.
But I have had some wonderful experiences with both.
Okay.
And not to mention, before we get into this Honor Flight, you spent 2 weeks at Ground Zero.
At Ground Zero
on September 11th.
After September 11th.
Yeah, you did a lot of work there.
Oh, it was very special helping out. It is a blessing and an honor to help others. It really is.
Yeah, and you're a true hero too, man. I tell you.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
So let's talk. Let's talk
get
Honor
into it.
Flight.
Let us.
And talk to us a little bit more about what Honor Flight does.
Well, first of all, we take the veterans on a free trip to Washington, D.C., and they get to spend that time seeing the monuments that were built in the World War II Memorial, the Vietnam, the Korea Memorial. All those we get the chance to see. We also get the chance to go see the Arlington National Cemetery, the changing of the guards, all special things to these guys.
Yeah.
And this is a free chance, but the main part of it is our chance to say thank you. Because a lot of the guys never were thanked when they came back from the service. And so I think the really special thing to them is to have someone say, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And that's really special.
Definitely.
Well, and you're opening it up to more veterans now,
Yes, we
so
are.
let's talk about that.
Well, we first, of course, started with the veterans of World War II, then Korea, and then Vietnam. And we said, now, let's see if there are still a lot of other veterans who could have been in those things. So let's expand it to anybody who was in the service before 1990. Okay. We're just kind of, if you were a veteran, you get out, you get a DD 214, send it to us and an application, and we'll send you to DC. That's the idea. We want them all to go.
Yeah.
Wow.
And talk to us about the landing at Dulles Airport. What's so special about that?
Wonderful thing about Dulles, there is a group there who are there to welcome the veterans, and as they get off the airplane, they have arranged with school children to come out, and we have sometimes a band and school kids and anybody who happens to be in the airport, and all parents, people come out, and they've all called all their friends. They all come out, and these guys coming off have people cheering and applauding, and the little kids come up. When you see a veteran who's in a wheelchair and he's got two kids on his lap, you know you're doing a good job there. They're having a great time.
Definitely.
And what are some of the highlights of the flight? Because it must be a very moving experience.
Well, that's a highlight. They love going to the museum, the Air and Space Museum that's right off of Dulles.
Yeah.
They like going to all the special memorials. Some of them they like more than others. They say, oh, this was my favorite. Arlington National Cemetery, the changing of the guard is always a highlight.
Yeah.
But one of the really great highlights is the welcome home. And we get back on that night at about 10 o'clock, and there's people there to cheer and to say welcome home and thank you for your service, and to see that many people and to walk through the crowd as you see on the TV doing now.
Oh, that's awesome.
To do that, to see those applause and those cheering, the hugging, is the kissing, it's a wonderful time, and all of a sudden they're all heroes. They're all heroes, but this is their chance to really step up and see it.
Definitely.
That is probably for a lot of them the highlight of the whole day.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, the Whitey's ice cream is really pretty big too, but this is really the highlight of the day.
Now, you mentioned that this is a free flight.
Yep.
So where does the money come from? Do you have sponsors?
Yes, we have sponsors. The Guardians do have to pay to go along with them. Some of them have such a great time they pay 3 or 4 times to go on there. They love it.
Yeah.
But we do have sponsors. We're going to have 3 sponsors next year. Hy-Vee has been a sponsor every year for about 10 years now, 11 years I think. Rock Island Arsenal Federal Credit Union will be sponsoring one of the flights. And we're working with a group in Illinois who are raising money, and they're going to be a sponsor of another flight.
Yeah.
We'll have that down a little later on.
Yeah.
So,
and who's kind of this must take a small village to organize.
oh
Right?
my gosh. Yeah,
I mean, you're a big part of it.
No,
There's
no,
no way you can do it all by yourself. Right?
I'm just the tip of the well, I'm part of the iceberg that sunk the Titanic, I think. But we have
No.
We have there's first of all there's a board of about 15 people, all of them who work all the time.
Oh, wow,
and they
okay.
do great jobs. And each one of them has a group of volunteers that go with them. I'll bet you I think there were around 200 people who volunteer for any flight.
Wow.
And they're all helping out and doing things, making phone calls, being there, handing out the shirts to the veterans, doing all the neat things that need to be done.
Yeah.
They're there when they come, they're there when they go. It's all volunteers, and they do a wonderful, wonderful job. And
that's
of course,
amazing.
the Guardians that go along with them.
Yeah.
Big part.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit more about the
what a good-
Guardians
yeah.
and their role.
Well, their role is to be with the veteran that day.
Okay.
They meet them and they call them the night before and make sure you have on your shirt. Make sure
Which
you have
is this shirt
yeah,
right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice big bright yellow shirt. we have that. That's very important. The Guardians wear kind of a light blue one.
And why did the vets wear the
We
yellow?
wear them so they don't. If they're wandering off, we can find them easy. You know, someone says, "I think I'm going to go over here." No, don't do that.
Does that happen a lot? Have you ever lost one?
We've only lost one once.
Only one. All right. That's
Pretty
a good
good.
average.
Yeah.
He actually got on we wear these little name tags with our phone numbers on it.
Okay.
And he'd gotten on another bus, which wasn't one of ours, and the bus driver saw it, said, "Hey, you want one?" He called me and said, "Can you come get this veteran?" And I did, and he said, "Can you hurry up?" And I said, "Well, yeah, why?" He says, "Well, the rest of my bus are Japanese tourists, so I want you to get this guy off of here." So,
Oh man.
so we got him, and then
Good.
his guardian and I had a real nice chit chat about why you should be taking better care of your veteran.
Yeah.
And this must mean so much to these veterans to see these monuments and to really take this adventure.
It is, especially the Vietnam Monument. For a lot of the guys, that's a very, very special, quiet time. Sometimes they want to go with their guardians.
Course, yeah.
Sometimes they want to go alone.
Yeah.
And we train our guardians to look for what's going on in there, and that's a very, very, very special time for them.
Yeah.
And the changing of the guard to watch the soldiers.
Oh,
the soldiers who are changing the guard actually scuff their feet a little bit to say hello to the veterans on an honor flight.
Cool.
So we have that little special thing happen too.
Yeah, that is not something that happens every day.
It's great for the veterans, and they feel very much appreciated and liked.
Yeah. So we're running out of time, but
Okay.
I want to get to how can someone
Yes, how
sign
can
up?
someone more?
Oh, absolutely. HonorFlightQC.org is our website. On it, we have in 2 different places, one at the top, one at the bottom, where you can get an application.
Okay.
And you download the application, fill it out, send it to us. The address is on the application, and we will get you in the list.
All right.
And then maybe you get a phone call and say, "Hey, you got a nice veteran to push around for about 2 days in a nice wheelchair."
Well, thanks, Steve,
it's
so
such a great
much,
event,
man.
and thank
It was
you
great
for
to see you again.
organizing this, and thanks for coming in to
thank you,
talk
sir.
to us
Thank
today.
you so much.
Thank you.
Good to
All
see you
right,
both.
and again, veterans and volunteers are needed for future honor flights, and to learn more, you can check out honorflightqc.org.
And we'll have all those details posted at ourquadcities.com. More Living Local continues after the break. Stay with us.